Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And now running right through it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
No doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's carry number 1 for Dixon. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Flacco off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he finds Kenneth Dixon. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down, Flacco now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gordon. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run forward with Collins. A beautiful fake. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and goal, Dixon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flacco here on second down. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He got 29 yards that time. Here's a first down run with Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Flacco. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Flacco. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Once more, it's Flacco. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
On 1st and goal, Collins fights off the... And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. So our Madden cover guy, Antonio Brown, with a catch. He turned 30 back in July. He's been nagged a little bit by a quad injury, but they think he'll be perfectly fine by game 1.
Yeah, they're not worried about him at all. He understands his body very well. They'll bring him along slowly because the production has been off the charts throughout his career. I just love the way he shows up at camp every year. 2 years ago, comes in a Rolls Royce. How about this year? Helicopter. Cannot wait to see 2019. Private jet. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. Can he navigate a boat through the 3 rivers? I don't know.
Hey, 4 down. Snickers, you got to spin. Skinks.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Show that let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. First carry for James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 29 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's White. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, CD. Regular season inching closer. You know, looking at the ledger of the games, we'll just stick with the NFC right now, but it starts with a bang. Atlanta at Philly on the 6th.
How about the last two teams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl head-to-head to start the season? The Falcons, they didn't win it. Philadelphia did. And then how about this for a second game? San Francisco at Minnesota. In normal years, it doesn't get as much attention, but how about now? Jimmy Garoppolo leading the 49ers to take on now Kirk Cousins' Minnesota Vikings.
Anything else there from the NFC Week 1 catching your eye?
Well, I think the Dallas Cowboys of Carolina, that definitely does, because the Cowboys are trying to get back to the playoffs. Dak Prescott, full season of Ezekiel Elliott, and, of course, number one, the big man, Cam Newton, will welcome them to Charlotte. And to finish the...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now White on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. First half in. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's White. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. T.J. Watt, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Well, CD, in a couple of weeks we can make our Super Bowl predictions. But for right now, I want to get your AFC Division Champion predictions. Who do you have?
All right, let's start in the AFC East. It's New England. Do we need to say any more?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a challenger behind them in that division right now.
That tends to cover it. Miami believes that they can be. Buffalo will be starting over with a new quarterback. So will the Jets. How about the AFC South? I'm going to give you a surprise there. I think Houston comes back and reclaims their crown and moves ahead of Jacksonville and Tennessee, who were both in the playoffs last year. The good health of Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, Whitney Merciless, Houston in a surprise pick.
All right, how about the West? The West is always intriguing. Who are you taking there?
One of the better divisions in football. John Gruden's back in Oakland. Kansas City has a new quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. Denver has a new quarterback in Case Keenum, plus a terrific defense. But I think the L.A. Chargers ride away with this division crown. Philip Rivers has to get it done. Somewhat approaching the twilight of his career. And I love their pass rush with Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram.
And in the North, I'm guessing you're going Steelers.
I think I have to go the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everyone else has big question marks. The Steelers have Big Ben, and they're really upset about the way 2017 ended when they lost to Jacksonville in the playoffs.
Now a first down carry by Bell. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Collins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, it's Jxzter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things